I would like to talk about building cost and the time it takes to build a house. Okay. A lot of people in South Africa has got a total misconception of how much building cost is. We had a case yesterday where a very nice lady, very sincere person came to us and said she's got 500,000 Rand. Can she build a house looking like my house, 250 squares, And she wanted to buy the land and build a house for 500,000 Rand. I mean, anyway, so let's don't know cost, right? So let's talk about cost. First of all, if you go to the NHBRC website, you'll see that in Gauteng at the moment, you're looking at 15,000 Rand a square meter to build a house with decent finishes. 15,000 Rand a square. In Cape Town, 20,000 Rand a square. Why? Because they build with the bricks with a cavity. Costs much more to build. But so let's look at the process of building a house. People think you got money, let's start building a house. No, that's not how it works. The first thing that you have to get as an architect, the first thing you have to get is the land, right? The land has to belong to you. That's number one. The land has to have services, sewage, electricity, water, road. It has to have all those services in. It's not just a piece of ground, right? You have to have a land with services in. A lot of people don't realize that costs a lot of money. I mean, an average earth here, just to put the services in, is close to 300,000 Rand per earth in Sunset Palms. Then there's no profit yet, nothing. Anyway, so you have to have a piece of land with all the services. Then you've got to get an architect. The architect has to design the house for you, draw it up. Now, architect on average costs you 300 Rand a square meter. That's the average price in South Africa for an architect designing you. Some are much more because they design big buildings and stuff, which is more intense, and some charge less because it's a simple house. They just repeat it and so. But then this has to get engineers. You have to design the walls and the foundations, has to have structure, and the engineer has to sign that off. So now you've got an architect and you've got an engineer, right? So what is next? What happens next? Now you've got to go to the municipality. You go to the municipality, and what happens there? You've got to pay to put your plan in, and then it takes in Ekurhuleni easy. Yeah, and all the big municipalities, 3 months to get a plan approved. That's if they approve it. If you don't find mistakes, you've got to take it, go back, take it, go back, take it, go back. It's not a process of you hand in a plan and you can start building. People think it's as easy process. It's not. So let's say you've approved the plan now, it's signed off, everything is done. What happens next? Now you have to take that plan with all the papers, the engineer's papers, with the ground that's been taken into consideration. Is it dolomite ground, is it clay ground, is it normal ground, for them to decide and assess that the foundation that's there for that ground, for that land, is the right foundations. Different foundations for different pieces of land, right? So that goes to the NHBRC. That process, if nothing is wrong, if there's nothing wrong, 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks before you will get an enrollment invoice that you have to pay. So now you paid it, then you wait a few days, then you get the enrollment certificate. Now you can start building. So what happens now? You can't just start building and carrying on. You've got to do the foundation, and you've got to phone the NHBRC and say, are you happy? You've got to phone the engineer and say, are you happy? Then the bank, the municipality comes out and he's got to say, are you happy? And they take days. They don't all just rock up after one phone call and they hear the next 1 hour. No, they come in next day, 2 days, 5 days, 7 days, sometimes 2 weeks. So you wait, you can't pour the concrete. Then you pour the concrete, it's fine, you start building. And this whole process, as I described it to you now, I am telling you, and we know what we're doing because we're doing it all the time, takes you no less than 4 to 5 months. That I've just described to you now is 100,000 Rand process. You have not thrown a foundation yet. You have not put a brick on top of another brick yet. That is 100,000 Rand process right there that you've got to go through. Okay? So, Now you're building the house. Let's say you build double stories like we do. You do the slab. You've got to lay it out. You've got to phone the NHBRC. You've got to phone the municipality. They've got to come out, and then you've got to phone the engineer again to see if he's happy with the layout, and only then you can throw the concrete. That takes another week. So all these things take time. So what happens? Then you've got to put a roof up. Can't just put a roof up and think your roof is fine. This roof has to have a certificate, the engineer certificate, to say this roof structure and the way the tiles are done is strong enough. If there's a strong wind or a storm or something, this roof can stand. Okay? So now let's just go through this whole process quickly. I'm trying to make that fast just to show that people have got no idea what the process is that people have to go through to build a house in South Africa and how expensive it is. People don't have an idea. And I just want to explain this. And that's why it's 15,000 Rand a square. You know, people come and they still think 2,000 Rand a square, 4,000 Rand a square, 5,000. No, never. You can never get those prices. Whoever tells you those prices, well, build your house and come and cry later, but that's what's going to happen. They can't carry on. Eh? Anyway, so building a house in South Africa takes time. There's a lot of red tape in South Africa. I believe some of the red tape is unnecessary, but if you look lately in the last 2-3 years, how many houses and buildings have collapsed in South Africa, then maybe you go, okay, they've got a point. Let's be extra careful. Let's be extra careful and make sure these houses stand and people don't get injured in them, right? You can understand where the government is coming from. If you see, and the NHBRC is coming from these places collapsing, they've got to make sure that these things are perfect, right? It's got to stand. It's got to last. A house has got to last 100 years. That's why it's got such great value, right? And then the last thing that I just want to mention, when you are finished with the house, it's not the house is finished, you move in. You've got to get an occupation certificate, and if you go to the bank to get finance, it's a completion certificate, what we call in the industry a happy letter. The bank wants to know the client is happy. But what do you need to get that from the municipality? You need a completion certificate before you can get a happy letter for the bank. Now, completion certificate by the municipality, what do you need? You need your engineer certificate for the foundation and the structure. If you double story, you need a slab certificate from the engineer and the structure. You need a roof engineering certificate. You need a COC for the electricity. You need a COC for the plumbing. You need a COC for gas in our cases. And you need a COC for solar. You need 7 certificates on an average house today before you can get your completion certificate, and then the client has to go and say they're happy with their house. These things take time. It's not an easy process. It's a full-time process, running up and down and getting everything done. So, I believe it's a constitutional right for people to own a home. I do believe that. I believe it's a constitutional right, a God-given right for somebody to have a place to stay, and if they're fortunate enough to call that place their own. But all I'm saying is that it is not an easy process. People, it is not easy. It is a difficult thing to build a house properly according to the South African building regulations. Right? It's not an easy thing. No, that's a proper house. It's got so much steel in it. It's just not funny. But anyway, so I don't want to make anybody negative. I don't want to make anybody negative. But please, people have got to wake up to the reality that building a house in South Africa takes longer than you think, and it's going to cost more than you think. Anyway, guys, it's nearly weekend. It's Thursday, nearly weekend. If you've got time, you've got a weekend waiting for you, spend some time with your family. That's the most important. And if you're fortunate enough to have your own home, spend some time in that house of yours. Thank you very much. Have a nice weekend.